Hello everyone, it's me and welcome to another video, and today's video is kind of a little bit different. It's more chill, like letting something out that I feel like it's been inside of me. Being more genuine online. I don't want everything to just be all perfect and looks perfect, but I want to tell you that it's not. It's not what you see. It's more like on the effort of putting things on the internet. Alright, so we're going to talk about anxiety and how I can deal with it, or how I deal with anxiety in general, because anxiety is really broad. So I want to kind of like cut down these segments of videos, just like kind of explain what is anxiety and how are the types in general, like how there are types of anxiety. And there is also ways on coping and having a defense mechanism. So let's start off by defining what anxiety is. So anxiety is a state or feeling of unease, or kind of like you're always worried and there's this voice in our head that just somehow bothers us in our daily activities, or tells us something that makes our conscious mind like respond to it. So for example, for me, where my anxiety really like triggers, like when I get up in the morning, like should I do this or what should I do? And there's so many things that is so rational, like why can't I stop thinking and just have peace for a second? And what anxiety is like, anxiety can be a good thing, because it makes us protect ourselves in certain situations. And anxiety can be also bad to a point, to like the more our mind just consumes a lot of things, it's just like can be a bad thing. So kind of like have a balance between using the good and the bad side, so certain things. So it's important to really study yourself, and I think studying yourself is not something that you can do overnight. It's more like a consistent way, or just like growing up in general. You're just trying to grow and learn about yourself. So my tip number one would be just study yourself and what triggers you, what consumes you, what drains you, and what gives you energy, or like kind of like a positive, uplifting, like a coach or something. But it really everyone's motivation and drive is different. There's no such thing as like a stable type of feeling. So you kind of have to understand that anxiety is not the worst thing. So different types of anxieties. There is OCD, which is obsessive compulsion disorder. There's GAD, which is generalized anxiety disorder. And to be honest, there's so many different types, but acknowledging what you have is really important before you assume you have it and you go crazy. So again, anxiety just can be very draining, so you just need to have the time for yourself to either do like self-care or therapeutic activities. For me, I like meditating or just listening to music and things like that, kind of like help with anxiety. So let's talk about the defense mechanism or coping mechanisms that like you can do to kind of give yourself a little bit of an easy feeling, or just calm yourself down, because it can get very insane to a point. So for me, I just like to take a walk, or just like kind of surround myself with nature or things that is not too hectic. Because when I used to live in the city, I would get so annoyed by so much noise, so much construction, so much going on, and like I couldn't even sleep at night. So that really affected my well-being and like my my mental health. So you kind of have to realize what works for you. Like therapeutic activities can be like talking to a friend, or like playing games, or doing crosswords, something like that. Everyone has their own like type of therapeutic activity. You should always remember that you're not alone. There are like millions of people going through anxiety, and the best way is to kind of talk about it. You know, why wouldn't you just talk about something that's so real and so, you know, you never know, it could help someone out, like just by asking like, how are you? And or if not, you can just say like, oh, like kind of understand their side and what they're going through. So alright, so I'm going to end this video right here, and for some reason the heat just makes me so sleepy. So yet again, I just want to say that if you have anxiety, it's going to be okay, and I know it's a hard thing to go through, but you have to remind yourself that you are in control of your mind and your brain. So don't let that voice take over, and just know you're not alone. And for some reason, I just thought sharing this video will kind of bring more awareness onto anxiety, because there's even celebrities going through it, and you know, it's not like new to the world. So kind of, you know, realize things and study yourself, and know that, you know, there are ways that you can overcome. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in another video.